Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a review on the last couple months of what I've colored, so my completed pages for the last couple of months. So we're going to start off with the loose pieces here. And these are all from Mariola Budek, her set of art, except for this one here. This one was a page that she had on her website. So obviously I've done all these here. This one's done with, I believe they're all done kind of the same distress ink backgrounds and either pan pastels with a little bit of luminance pencils on their faces, and then the hair is probably done with, I'm going to try to figure it out here. I got to put it up on Instagram is where I keep my information on these pages. So this particular one here was done with, just the luminance pencils for the hair also. And the distress ink is in the background only, sprayed with water. The little dots are acrylic paint. And everything else was done with the pencils, except for her face, done in the pan pastels. And that would be also on this one. She's done with the pan pastels and then the pencils. And, of course, the same kind of background with the distress ink and the little white acrylic splatters. There should be videos for everything in this pile. So if you're interested, you can check out my channel and type in her name, Mariola Budek, and these will come up. Or you can put in a set of art in my little spyglass up there that's a search bar, and these will come up also. Same done here. This one was a kind of a set where I did the dark, light, sepia, and on brown paper. So I did the skin colors on all of them and then finished this one up. The other ones weren't completed with the hair and the flowers and everything, but this one was. And then this one was a, let's see how I did from when I first started coloring to what this looks like now. So I have another one of these when I first started coloring, and then this one, and that is the probably name of that particular video. So we have those, and then I'll just get into some of these that we have here. I did a video on the hydrangea here, and I did two of them, so there's going to be one in this book and one in another book. So I'm not sure if this was the one that got the video. They're done the same way, except for there's a slight change in color. So there's that one here. And this one is just the blue and purple with the little dots and a distress ink on the background. And then I just did this one. And this one is done in pan pastels. So I was just trying out the pan pastels on the drawing, so it's not colored pencils, it's all pan pastels. Sorry, it's sliding. And then the background, I just took my clearing brush, which is a makeup brush, and just kind of brushed the pan pastel dust over into areas, and then used an eraser to get out the little circles there. And then put another coat on with one of these. Thought I'd try it out. And I just stuck it right in the pan pastel and then brushed it on the background. So if you can tell, there's some little dots that are a little lighter in color than the other ones that are bright white. And that's how that happened, because I was playing with this page. So that's how that turned out. And they had fun with that. So that there. We did a page in here. Looks like two pages. We've got this little guy. I don't know if this one I showed already or not, but if I have, you get to see him again. He's done in, I have to check. Let me see, he's down here. Yeah, Sargent Art Supreme pencils. So, and a little bit of Posca to give him his little high hair here. I think he turned out really cute. There's little Posca dots going down his shell too. Okay, and we did the koi fish. And I had a lot of fun with this page. I think it turned out really pretty. I'm going to find what pencils I used on this one. Prismacolors Distress ink on this, so it's all done in Prismacolors. And then we have a Posca pen where I did some lines coming down and little dots. And of course we're all dotted up. So that's what that page looks like. Okay, and with the dots here is Distress ink with a little stencil circle on top so I could get the little bubble effect on that. So that's that guy. And then we have the orange one over here. These books are really fun to color in. I like the paper on them. And then I had done this fish. There is no video on this one. I just did this one by myself. I think this is the only one I did by myself, so everybody else has a video. This one was done, I think I put this one in Instagram. I'm going to find it because it was done. Here we go. Prismacolors Distress ink and a Posca pen. So the Distress ink is the blue in the background. I added a little extra black dots here and there with a Staedtler pen. Pigment, mine are these guys here. They turned out really cute. Okay. If you want to see the videos, this is the name of the book. If you take a screenshot of that, you can put it in my description box. Find it that way. I can't tell you the name of the book. Okay, here's the other one I did. This is the one I did the video on. And this is the blue with the green. And then there's extra dots and distress ink on the outside back here. And then in her, Rita Berman is the author of these. Be easier to put that in the search bar and find them. Okay, this one here, the Dragonfly. And the Dragonfly pencil-wise, I'm pretty sure I did this with just a couple of colors, and this is the Shapira Farben pencils, just in the purple and the kind of teal turquoise colors. And then the distress ink in the background here. It turned out really cute. Okay, we'll grab a couple other books. Clear off the desk a little bit. These are Creative Companions by Ruby Charm Colors, and that's Susan Carlson. And I did this little bunny here, so we'll get that up a little higher. There's a distress ink background, and I did splatter water, and you'll notice that this paper does crinkle. I happen to love that sound, so it doesn't bother me that it crinkles. And this is more of an art journal where you just go in and you put down your pencil colors. This is also done with the Shapira Farben pencils. She has beautiful artwork in here. Then she has like note paper. That's just the little guy I'm working on. Places to put down your pencils too in these books. So I've got pencil charts in here also. So I did that little guy. In this one I did the fishies. And this is the one I did on black paper. And there is a video on this. I shouldn't have to tell you that all the time. I mean, it's videos on everything but that one. Now, I colored in, I believe, this fishy. I colored that one on camera because I thought you might want to see what that one looks like. This was done with Prismacolors, charcoal these things here. It's white charcoal. It's a compressed white charcoal generals, and I traced over some of these lines with the white and then put the color on top, and did the little circles with this tool here. Just laid it down and then just used the white to go around and then colored in with the colored pencils on top of that. And I think that turned out rather cute. So those are those little guys. Then we have a couple of books, or a couple pages in here. So we have the little frog. Did the background, painted it in the folk art acrylic matte paint in the back in black. And then I believe they're awfully smooth. I'm guessing they're Prismacolors. I gotta look it back up. I don't have it memorized. Oh, no, these are Black Widows. Black Widows, Distress ink, and the Posca pen. So, the little splatters here are, of course, from the white acrylic paint, but those are the Black Widows on there. I think that turned out rather nice. Okay. I have a marking in the back of the book. I don't think that one's one I'm going to color, so that one I believe is that for that. And then we have a couple in here. This one was a whip that I finished. No video on this one. This was done in polychromos, I believe. Might be some Prisma on there. I may have mixed all the pencils in this one. Yeah, it's got polychromos, Prismas, Distress ink, Posca, blah, 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 everything in here. And that turned out rather nice. This is the one I did for Easter. I don't know if you can tell how sparkly that is, but we have glitter all over this page. And we did that in, it should be better organized. These are the South Sun pencils and Distress ink, Posca and Stickles. So this is gold, and I believe that was just the crystal stickles for the shiny ones that don't have gold in them. And this is the gold one. They gave it all its glitter, and of course the Distress ink is the pink in the background, and you spray water on it to get this little light effect that comes up. So those are the two there. I don't remember if I showed you the last page I did in the ink house. It's the horses double page spread. That was all done in Distress ink. So I may have showed that last time, I'm not sure. There's a video on this one. On my channel, if you go to, what's it, playlist. I have an ink house playlist. You can check them out in there. All the pages that I've ever done are in that. This book here, if you look up Anna, and that's the last name here, is easier than to put in this. It's a gorgeous book. So I did this page, and the Spiderweb is all done in glitter. So the stickles were used for that. And that was the silver, done very lightly for the Spiderweb. And she is done in Distress ink and what pencil? Black Widows. So this is also done in the Black Widow pencils. And the distress ink is the ink background, all the trees, and probably stuck in here and there. There's a video on this page. And then I did this one here. This is kind of the monochromatic page that I did in the book. And the pencils that I used for this one are polychromos and distress ink. So there is going to be distress ink also on the mushrooms and such, along with the background here. Paper doesn't take too bad for water because there's water sprayed, not on that one, but on this one. It doesn't come up as nice as some of them, but the paper quality is good. Nothing leaks through. There's just a little bit of wrinkling. But I had fun in that, doing those. I love the pictures in this book. Could do more of those. Then I did a mouse guard. And, yep, this one here. This one is done with distress inks. And I think a little bit of Prismacolor, but not much. It's just to add a little darkness in the scarf here and a little darkness up here. The rest of this is done in distress ink only. There's a little stamping done with the distress ink, and of course, you know, spraying water on it. This book is great for putting water medium in. It doesn't crinkle, I mean, it's just great. Love this book. Okay, last book we got. And this one is, of course, the Worlds Within Worlds, and I have two in here. The last one I did, which is, I don't know, what do you call it, the dragon's eye? Because it's a great big eyeball. So I did this in an acrylic wash, the Arteza acrylics. I got the Arteza matte acrylic set, and I used a pink on it. If you watch the first video, you can see how garishly pink it was when it first started, and this is how it ended up. There's a little bit of distress ink going on here also. The Staedtler fine liner did the pupil here, and then we colored it all in with a Prismacolors on this over the acrylic. And the other page is here. My turtle. I like him. He's cute. We did him. Of course, there's distress ink all over. And I believe we used the Shapiro Farben pencils on here. I distress inked all of him up and then used the pencils to highlight the areas. And there is a video on here if you'd like to watch that. It would be under just World Within Worlds turtle page. So that seems to be it. That is all I have on my desk. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed all the pictures that I've done in the last couple months. I will see you in my next video. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for liking and subscribing to my videos. Take care, everyone. Bye now.